Hey everybody, I'm Steve from GamersNexus.net, and we are joined by the Wargaming team to talk about Master of Orion, which many of you are familiar with as a 4X game from 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
So it's got some history. Before getting to that, all this coverage is brought to you by CyberPower PC, who are awarded the Reader's Choice for Best Gaming Desktop PC by PC Magazine. So let's get started on the newest stuff here. So Master of Orion has this whole espionage and economic victory element. Where do you want to start today?
Well, I can tell you that we've been in early access for a couple of months now, and today we're launching early access 3 for us, which brings us to be feature complete for our races and the rest of the features in the product, right? So we're super excited to bring that. That brings us 2 more races. We've got the Darlocks, who are all about espionage, which is one of the features that we brought with them. And we've got the Silicoids that have come into this. So that's all of the 10 original races from Master of Orion 1, which is really cool for us. We've also got the Collector Edition, which offers the Terrans, voiced by Robert Englund, which is really sweet. They're evil humans, and they live up to it, right? So that's very cool. So the espionage mechanic is something that was really impactful in the early games, and we wanted to do justice with. And we knew that we could tie that with this race, the Darlocks. They're shapeshifters, they have stealth ships, they have different technologies. Like, it's a very different playthrough. And so within Master of Orion's espionage system, you can revolt planets, you can steal technologies, you can cause famine, you can stop research from being happening. There's lots of really cool things to do with espionage, and it creates a very different gameplay experience, which also happens with the Silicoids because they don't need food. They're just huge rock things, right? And they're done really well. They look really cool. They're compelling. They're scary. And right now they're crushing.
So there's a couple bigger name voice actors in here. Give us Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, we've got Alan Tudyk. He's voiced one of the characters for us. Mark Hamill, John Delancey, Robert Englund, and of course Nolan North. Right? They got to have him. So we've got some really cool stuff going on.
Very cool. And then on the economic victory side, so what's there that people should know about?
Right, so that's our 5th victory condition. So this one is really about kind of playing a non-aggressive playthrough, right? If you want to win it without crushing everything, and you want to win it without being super diplomatic like the humans and John Delancey's character is really good at, this is a really cool different playthrough based on economics, right? So you've got to own the GDP and you've got to own the shares in the market. We've got independent planets that we brought in for this release, and those are like non-space faring races that you can make relationships with, and you can buy and sell stocks and all sorts of different things. So it creates another victory condition, which brings us to 5, and it allows people to have a different gameplay experience.
And the GDP and the stock, so you have to hold a certain percentage for 10 turns?
Right, so you got to hold 51% of both for 10 turns, which sounds easy, but it isn't. It's very difficult because you have people like me who will just buy as many stocks as possible and not sell them. So it gets very interesting.
And so one thing here I was just reminded of with the spying side of things, there was the spy tree we looked at. Mm-hmm. What were some of the different approaches to spying that were available?
Well, there's 4 different paths, right? So you can deal with technology, you can deal with the resources, you can deal with the agriculture, agronomy, and you can deal with the revolts and the diplomatic part, right? So one of the most fun things for me is to be able to ruin people's diplomatic relationships and then send their world into total chaos and revolt, show up with my ships, and call it mine, right? So that's a very fun mechanic.
Sounds cool. So more information on Master of Orion in the link in the description below. This is the Early Access 3.
Yep.
And you can check that out on Steam.
Yep, it's on Steam and Good Old Games.
Very cool. So more information below as always. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all next time.